And I'm James Cuellar.
And this is your weekly regional forecast, and this is starting on Thursday, April 11th. Forgot the date for a second. April 11th, 2019. So we were going to do a Facebook Live today, but we were having some technical difficulties, so we're just pre-recording this like always. So James, tell us what we were talking about.
Well, we're going to be looking at a troughing weather pattern coming up for the next couple of weeks. We're going to be seeing more precipitation for a lot of us across the United States, and we're going to be looking at an interesting little graphic about the status of spring across the southeastern part of the United States. So
I know everybody's wondering about spring,
yes.
But these 6 to 10-day temperatures, we need to talk about that. So that troughing pattern that James mentioned, you can see it pretty prevalent in the central United States. We have those below average temperatures for the 6 to 10-day time frame, and then we've got some ridging out to the west and also out to the east. So that is going to bring us some above average temperatures along the coasts. And then we see that above average precip for most of us across the state, especially along the eastern coast, and then just a few little pockets of below average precip in California and then also down in southern Texas. But that troughing pattern, though,
yes, so it'll be sticking around. It'll kind of move a little bit to the east. We see those below average temperatures kind of dominating the Mississippi River Valley. Little pockets of above average temperatures in New England and across southern Florida, but the main show for above average temperatures is going to be across the west coast, especially in California, because of that troughing pattern that we're seeing across the eastern 2/3 of the United States. Now, in terms of precipitation, a lot of us is going to be kind of half and half. We're going to be seeing kind of half of that below average precipitation across the west, with that above average precipitation across the east, as that troughing pattern kind of sticks around for a little while for the next couple of weeks. Now, what about this new graphic that we're about to show?
Yes, so this graphic is the status of spring, and essentially it looks at the growth of leaves. So they look at leaves all around the U.S., and then from that, gauging how they're growing, how they're forming, blooming, whatnot, they judge when spring is occurring and whether or not it's late or if it's early. So blue colors, Oklahoma, we're included in this, so basically the Midwest and even Kansas as well. Spring is 20 days late, so those leaves are not growing as quickly. And then along Texas and kind of really just cutting through the center of the southern states, so to speak, and also a little bit along the eastern coast, spring actually came early for you. We saw the growth of those plants really early, and then down along the Gulf, that is where they saw spring being just on time. So it's kind of interesting to look at. Like, this is something that we don't really think of, looking at leaves to judge when spring is occurring.
Yeah, and especially we had such a sharp line, too, between where spring was late and spring was early. So that's also kind of interesting to see as well.
Yeah, so let us know in the comments if you are happy about the fact, depending on where you live, if spring is early or if spring is late. We want to know. So, as always, this climate podcast has been brought to you by the Oklahoma Weather Lab, and we are partners of the Southern Climate Impacts Planning Program. We post this podcast every Thursday. We will hopefully do another Facebook Live like we did last week, but that's what we're going to work out today.
Well, if you guys want to view more podcasts in the future, be sure to follow our YouTube channel, follow our Facebook page, our Twitter page, and our Instagram page.
Have a great week, everyone.